Kiao Yihwan watched the scene, feeling blood rush to her head as she clenched her fists uncontrollably. Moments later, she turned and left expressionless. Zhao Ying followed swiftly, too timid to speak as she silently trailed behind. After walking some distance, Zhao Ying couldn't hold back. "Miss, are you all right? Don't be sad. His Highness spoke highly of you. They're still the most important to him." Kiao Yihwan suddenly stopped and turned. Zhao Ying felt uneasy at her cold expression. But the next moment, her usual gentle smile returned. "I'm fine. Don't worry. Whether His Highness cares for me is up to him. I just need to be myself. Go rest. Zhao Ying, I'll nap too. We'll release lanterns tonight." Relieved to see her old self, Zhao Ying nodded. "Yes, miss." Alone, Kiao Yihwan exhaled deeply. Once, the crown prince had favored Kiao Wanyan only for her sake. But he now cared for Wanyan's feelings, defended her publicly, and sought her out privately. Yanran had told her she was the world's protagonist, winning everyone's love without striving, gaining wealth and glory effortless. But everything changed after the lunch festival banquet, when she presented a bucket of ginger mountains to shine, only to be caned by the emperor, embarrassing herself before the crown prince, young marquis and princess, and are rebuked by the crown prince for Kiao Wanyan. The gifts and meetings had stopped. She'd wanted too much. The ginger mountains had gained her nothing, but made Kiao Wanyan's dance the highlight. Since then, they'd become polar opposites, gazing at a budding tree. Kiao Yihwan softened at Basterisk should have stayed non-competitive, then things would return to how they were, born a concubine's daughter. But I'm the protagonist. Asterisk. Standing under the tree, she saw Zhang Qiyun passing and called out, "Qiyan." He turned. "Sister Yihwan here? Weren't you resting in the meditation chamber?" She smiled. "I couldn't sleep. The noon sun is nice, so I'm sunbathing." Zhang Qiyan felt awkward, sorry about having broken his promise. "The rice of paper flowers, but don't worry. I'll have artisans make another set. Even if that old man refuses, I'll find others. They were precious." So finding artisans wouldn't be easy. Sunlight dappled her face. Unlike Kiao Wanyan's otherworldly beauty, Kiao Yihwan's was gentle, like a soft painting, innocent, frail, and tender. A lotus rising unsullied from the mud. Don't feel guilty, Qiyan. It's just flowers. Since they went to Wanyan and not a stranger, I'm not angry. Her words only deepened his guilt, but he also felt a strange unfamiliarity, an indefinable oddness. Softly she said, "If you insist on making amends, prepare sky lanterns for me. I want to release them tonight." He agreed immediately. "Okay, I'll have the best sent to you." "Thank you then." At the gate, he looked back. She was as gentle as ever, but her smile seemed shallow, not reaching her eyes. Outside, Zhang Qiyun ordered the best sky lanterns for Kiao Yihwan. A servant said, "Young Marquis, the best rice paper lanterns were sent to the Crown Prince, Prince Jing Princess, and second Miss Zhou. Only cotton paper ones remain. Kiao Wanyan? Why did father send her any? How many?" "5, he said. "I'll take one back to 4. Her and that girl should suffice." Inside, Kiao Wanyan had her couch moved outside, sunbathing with her eyes closed. She let Ziyuan massage her calves. The door stood open. Yan Yao drawing on a sky lantern by the entrance, peaceful and warm. Zhang Qiyun entered to see Kiao Wanyan resting, her lotus, white arm draped over a blanket, fingers curled softly like porcelain. The scene was a masterpiece, transforming the ordinary You're into a wonderland. He swallowed his words. Asterisk she's asleep, asterisk. A warm spring breeze caressed her face, lifting strands of hair. She turned lazily, murmuring in a drowsy voice, Lu puppy. Elsewhere, Lu Jinya enjoyed the weather, bidly twirling a dandelion on the veranda, eyes half closed against the sun. Sparrows scattered as he stood. Getting no reply, she called chirp chirp. He approached. If I barked, you'll really take me for a dog? Still eyes shut, she said. The sun is too bright. Hold an umbrella. He thought of her high maintenance. Face the other way or sleep inside. Ziyu chided so chatty. If facing the other way were comfy, she'd have turned. It's school inside. She wants to sleep here. Lu Jinya shot her a cold look. Asterisk just spoiled her. Asterisk. Kia Wanyan. She opened her eyes. What? He paused. And nothing. Just asking if you need more lanterns. Closing her eyes. She ignored him. Ziyu replied. The Jing'an Marquis sent sky lanterns and flowers. Lanterns. No need to trouble you. Young Marquis. Oh, okay. Suddenly Kia Wanyan said Xiao Yunzi. I'm short on osmanthus cakes. Zhang Qian froze. Bristling, Xiao Yunzi. Are you mad? Treating me like a eunuch? She opened her eyes slowly. You came asking about. Lanterns thought you dequid being young Marquis. To serve others. Just asking. Why snap? Watching her teasing smile. He felt dizzy with anger. Is your mouth laced with arsenic? Can't you speak without venom? She sked. I won't die. But meeting Amister less stray dogs makes me itching to SC old. Can't let myself suffer. Right. He laughed angry lie. I wonder who'll marry you. Your husband will die of anger. She smiled at Ziyuan. See? Stray dogs nowadays can talk and care. Even about my husband's lifespan. Ziyuan cheered inwardly. Asterisk masterpiece miss. Asterisk Lu Jinya held an umbrella. Indifferent to their bickering. Asterisk he never wins. But keeps coming to be scolded. Leaves an huff. Does he enjoy it? Asterisk. Watching her smug smile, Lu Jinya thought. Some struggle for food. Others are family pawns. Others grew up cautious. He'd seen and killed many. But Kia Wanyan was unique, noble, loved wealthy. She needed no flattery. Others brought her the best. Her innate pride let her act reckless lie. Guided only by whim, meaning selfish but open. Almost blindingly so. He hated people born with everything. Ray calling his starving. Beaten childhood over a cake he thought. Asterisk like she said no better than a dog. Asterisk. By the way, who chose this year's Shibai for Jing'an Manor? She asked abruptly. Stunned by her switch, he snapped me. Why? Saw it and got amazed. Sitting up. She shrugged. The crown prince gave it to me. But your taste is awful. It's so old-fashioned I'm embarrassed to take it out. Leave the professionals. Work to professionals. You have no eyes for it. Zhang Qian, asterisk rude. Asterisk wait. Why did the crown prince gave her the he-she buy? He never joined at the games before. Was this for her? Then Sister Yihuan. Dusk fell. The last sunset rays vanishing behind mountains. Yan Yao happily went to the river with Ziyuan, holding to sky lanterns. Kia Wanyan followed leisure lie, amused by Yan Yao's excitement. Lu Jinya ever released a lantern? Do one wish for my eternal beauty? He looked at her profile. Silent asterisk shameless childish. Asterisk. She turned, mute dog-wise silent. Lu Jinya, bark for your master. He realized she truly saw him as apid. Her tone and expressions were those of someone teasing a cat's or dog's. No, she stopped grabbing his sleeve. But he barely moved, not even frowning. She scolded, am I too kind? I feed and clothe you. Where else would you find such amateur? How dare you talk back? Her cold. The unique scent filled his nose as her voice rang out. Indeed, most masters don't torment people for fun. He wondered if he daunted her, but they'd never met before. She frowned. I'll deal with you later. Wait and see. Her haughty expression vanished, replaced by a sweet smiling as she bypassed him. Towards the crown prince, Lu Jinye followed her gaze, then looked away annoyed. 2 steps later, a strong hand seized her wrist. Thinking it was Lu Jinye defying her, she swung to slap him, but halted mid-air. Seeing he Yanli, the slap was lost in the crowd's noise. Her palm numb head ringing, she gasped. Seeing he Yanli's face shadowed, expression as cold as Aster Mai. Night owl though less expression. His gaze sent chills up her spine. Her legs went weak, and Lu Jinye caught her instantly, preventing her from collapsing in fear. The atmosphere grew tense. He Yanli still held her wrist, but she was in Lu Jinye's arms. Kia Wanyan glanced at the large hands gripping her wrists, trying to pull away but only feeling it tighten. He Yanli didn't look at her. His deep dark eyes fixed on Lu Jinye, cold and menacing like eternal Arctic ice, sending chills through the air. Lu Jinye met his gaze fearlessly. He Yanli's voice rumbled. Take your filthy hands off. Standing as straight as a pine, Lu Jinye remained calm. Your Highness is exalted, but my master isn't Tayu. I needn't obey your orders. The guard behind He Yanli gripped his sword hilt, daring to speak to the prince like this was suicide. He Yanli's eyes fell on Kia Wanyan's face. More delicate than flowers, Kia Wanyan, you've raised a fine dog. When Kia Wanyan called Lu Jinye a dog, she saw him as a plaything. But when He Yanli called him a dog, he saw him as a dead man. Lu Jinye let me go. Lu Jinye's face shifted slightly as he slowly released her. The moment he lowered his eyes, a ruthless killing intent flashed, like a viper in the shadows, ready to strike. Kia Wanyan was tall for a woman, with a slender, perfect figure, but she still stood much shorter. Before He Yanli, so close, she looked up at him, feigning fragility and innocence, pitiful enough to spark compassion, to make one want to hold her tenderly. But He Yanli only wanted to crush her until she sobbed, to leave her too weak to speak, to devour her, merging her into his bones, ridding the world of one more venomous schemer. She tentatively reached to touch his cheek. Your Highness, I didn't mean to hit you. Does it hurt? Let me rub it. Don't be angry, please. He Yanli sneered. Not on purpose. So it was on purpose. She pursed her lips. Asterisk shaking her head. Asterisk of course not. I thought it was Lu Jinye. Why one? This fool fall for my act again. Asterisk. He Yanli raised her wrist, pulling her closer. His half-lidded eyes swirled with dark, eerie lights, perverse and wicked, sending inexplicable chills. Striking a prince is a grave offense. Defying imperial authority, punishment ranges from flogging to imprisoned, ament, or exile. You're frail. Spoiled bodies couldn't survive flogging. Beauty on the road to exile. So, imprisonment remains. Should illick you up? When I'm pleased, let you see the sun. When not leaving you in the dark for life. She covered his mouth. Stop. Your Highness, I'm scared. The guard nearly popped his eyes. Serving the prince in Beiming City, he'd seen thrown to the women. Army for touching the prince Shim. Yet here she was stopping the prince from speaking. Mo Xiao said the prince treated. Second Miss Zhou is different lie. But this still terrified him. This wasn't Beiming City. The disposing of unnoble ladies would invite court accusations. Even the emperor, who doted on the prince, would overlook this. She was Minister Kiao's beloved daughter. He missed Mo Xiao. Who might dare to intervene? He Yanli removed her hand. A woman touching Amon's face. Don't you find that improper? Lu Jinya interjected calmly. My master cares little for such trivialities. She's seen and touched Ed more than just your face, even my body. Kia Wanyan gapped at him. Asterisk, this fool is insane. Asterisk, undeterred by He Yanli's darkening face. Lu Jinya continued. Bought from a coliseum. I can refuse if she wants me as her paramour. Covering your mouth is nothing. Why make a fuss? She snapped. Stop slandering me. When did I touch you? Asterisk lying through his teeth. He's mad. Asterisk. Lu Jinya ignored He Yanli's glare, speaking with such calm that his lie sounded true. Master has a poor memory. Let me remind you. In Qingzhou's in backyard would I upset you. You undressed me and ran your fingers over my skin. Won't you admit it? Kia Wanyan blinked. Asterisk, wait. If think that happened, why is he bragging about it today? Is he okay? Asterisk, I didn't. He's lying. Kill him, your highness. Asterisk, this madman wants to die. Good riddance. Asterisk. Lu Jinya remained composed. Master planted a mother child goo on me to keep me by her side, life and death bound. TSK. I'm special to her. He looked at her. Master, would you let me die? He Yanli frowned. Asterisk, mother, child goo, life and death bound. Asterisk. She kicked him. Nonsense. It's no to life and death. If I die, you die. If you die, I live. Lu Jinya sneered. Not denying it, his reaction only made his story more believable. No one would risk testing it. His madness ensured she couldn't kill him. Once thinking Lu Jinya a wild wolf, unyielding and stubborn, she now decided he lacked something. In the head, asterisk mad. Absolutely mad. I want to return this rabid dog to Kiao Yihuan. Asterisk. The air saw meant to freeze. He Yanli's murderous aura was suffocating. Yet the next moment, he was calm, as if nothing mattered. Whether she dooged at the dog or how she felt about it. But this base mad dog had offended him, and he'd made it clear who was in control. You won't die, but there are thousands of ways to suffer worse than death. I'm feeling generous today. You'll have castration and nose amputation. Kiao Wanyan stayed silent, pleasing He Yanli. Proof. The dog meant nothing to her. Disposable. Don't worry, you won't die. So the goo won't kill Kiao Wanyan. He Yanli regarded Lu Jinya with indifference. Such lowly creatures dirt-eyed his eyes. Lu Jinya didn't look at He Yanli, only at Kiao Wanyan's profile, never meeting her gaze. After a long silence, she whispered, If you punish Lu Jinya, will you spare me? Lu Jinya, asterisk as expected, asterisk. He Yanli half-closed his eyes. Of course, though you slapped me, I'm in a mood to reward you. He pulled her along. Come on, I'll show you something interesting. Lu Jinya faced 7 or 8 guards blocking his path, unsheathing his sword. The blade glinted eerily in the moonlight. He Yanli walked quickly, forcing her to trot. Your Highness, I can't keep up. Where are we going? He didn't answer, but slowed, hidden behind a rockery. They watched the river, though bustling elsewhere. This stretch was quiet, slow. Currents made lanterns hard to float, and people avoided the dark. Lonely spot, but not far off. Kiao Wanyan saw familiar figures. Kiao Yihuan held a sky lanterns as Zhao Ying lit the tallow candle inside. The lantern glowed warm light, illuminating Kiao Yihuan's gentle face. Miss, though not rice, paper. Your painting makes it beautiful. Kiao Yihuan's eyes fell, but it's a pity only Izzy. She closed her eyes to wish. I pray with my remaining life space that Brother Ziyu shines like the moon and sun, walks a bright, happy path, and becomes Dayu's happiest man. Footsteps stopped before her. She opened her eyes, started led to see Hiziyu. Why, Your Highness? His pupils reflected the lantern light as he looked at her softly. Why wish for my well-being at your own expense? Your peace matters too. Surprised and delighted, she asked, why are you here? I found this quiet spot to pray for you alone. Hiziyu raised an eyebrow. Did it too summon me? She shook her head confused. No, Your Highness. She looked at Zhao Ying, who knelt. Forgive me, Misso, I thought you were lonely, so invited His Highness in your name. Punish me for my presumption. How could you? Qiao Yihuan was furious. You said, it's fine, but I smell blood. Qiao Yihuan paled. You must be mistaken. Your Highness, there's no blood here. With a keen sense of smell. You knew better, Zhao Ying said. The blood is from miswriting blessings on the lantern with her own blood. Don't lie, Qiao Yihuan snapped, flustered. You saw the red-brown stains. How could you? His calm heart led like rip. A stone dropped in a lake. Yihuan, why go so far for me? She bit her lip, lowering her eyes. I'm insignificant, but I went to do something for you. This is all I can do. I just want you safe, happy and fulfilled. I don't care about myself. You knew her, selfless and kind. She added, many pray for the emperor and you today, but I pray for Hiziyu's peace. She immediately apologized. Forgive me for calling your name. Your Highness. Hiziyu was moved. You needn't do this. I wish for your peace as much as mine. She looked up smiling like a crescent moon. Shy, will you release the lantern with me? Behind the rockery, He Yanli stood behind Qiao Wanyan, hands on the stone as he watched. Such love, beautiful, don't you think? She replied flatly, no. Once Hiziyu had looked at Qiao, Yi Huan with, and his guy's love, his face softening. Eyes only for her, a look she'd seen only from her parents. But now, his tenderness lacked depth. Gazing at the sky, Qiao Wanyan mocked. Asterisk fate can be changed. Hiziyu is just then here. Then Lu Jinyea, I'll set my sights on whoever is Crown Prince, even if he Yanli rebels and kills Hiziyu in that unfinished story. I'll still claim the Empress throne. His chances are slim. Though Liu Yanran said Hizi, you is destined for the throne. Asterisk. What don't you think? Qiao Wanyan said softly. Your Highness knows I want to marry the Crown Prince. Yet you brought me here to see this. You must hate me, not wanting me to enjoy the flower festival. Yanli paused, watching her indifferent gazes fixed ahead. The interest that had just sparked in him vanished without a trace. Qiao Wanyan turned to leave, her slender back radiating deep loneliness. On the way back, she saw Lu Jinyea leaning unharmed against a tree. Glancing around, she noticed 7 or 8 guards lying unconscious not far away. She knew Lu Jinyea was a skilled fighter. Yun Heng had told her he'd been bred as a killing tool since childhood, uncontrollable and unpredictable. He'd massacred his old gang after Saziang a chance. But Yan Leisman weren't fools. 7 or 8 of them couldn't subdue Lu Jinyea. Qiao Wanyan studied him. Disappointed, I was captured by Prince Jing's men? She nodded. Are they dead? Lu Jinyea didn't look at the fallen guards. If they were, would you throw me to the wolves to atone? She shot him Aguilar. Nonsense. Your death won't spare me a scratch. He fell silent. Kneel. After a moment, Lu Jinyea knelt before her. Qiao Wanyan made no move, just stared at him. Finally, she asked, I'm pleased you defied. Prince Jing, I'll reward you. But it having nothing on me. How about a honey candy? Lu Jinye eyed the honey candy in her hand, obviously poisoned, with being wilder meant. Looking up at her, seriously? She put back the candy, took out a scented silk handkerchief, and wiped the hands that had held it the next instant. She flicked the handkerchief at his face. The fragrance that releases a delicate made him go limp and collapse. Kia Wanyan inwardly marveled at Yanya's gift. The honey candy was coated in love pollen, and the handkerchief had soaked in Krina lilies for 3 days. Together, they made a powerful sedative. Standing over him, she kicked his body. You misbehaved. This is just punishment. She'd expected Lu Jinyea to fall into Hiyan Laishan's, maimed or dead, once back. She'd land to kill this disobedient dog with poison. She thought her fun, but his skills exceeded her expectations. Wasting such a useful tool would be foolish. Still, she felt irritated, squatting. She took a small porcelain bottle from her pocket, poured Eddard pills and A black pills into her palm, and forced them into his mouth. Be good from now on, even when kneeling half naked in freezing weather. Lu Jinyea had never flinched, but now, the burning pain in his organs shattered his sanity, worse than any Colosseum torture. Paralyzed on the ground, he felt like he was in hell. If Prince Jing finds you within 3 hours, it's your fate. If not, you're still my dog, she added. Oh, and had no antidote on full moons if you misbehave. Training someone with time was wasteful. Poison was quicker for Amen like Lu Jinyea, indifferent to money, power, and family. His life was the only leverage. The mother, Child Gu kept him from harming her, but Crip's lead heart would make him begging for the monthly antidote. Watching his suffering, Kia Wanyan felt no pity. She never gave her heart easily, only her parents, grandfather, and Ziyuan deserved her softness. As the story said, she was wicked stopping at nothing. Lu Jinyea saw her cold face, knowing he meant nothing to her. If he died, she'd just avoid the bad luck. He'd always known she wasn't good. But why? As she turned to leave, a weak hand grabbed her skirt. Lu Jinyea lay disheveled, pale and sweating, mustering all strength to hold on. Stay with me, please. The feeble words escaped him brokenly. She turned back. Hope flickered in his eyes. It hurts. Master, it hurts so much. She glanced at him and walked away. Asterisk, of course it hurts. Idiot, asterisk. As her figure vanished, Lu Jinyea spat out the pills under his tongue. The potency confirmed they were from Medicine Valley. Lying on the ground, he stared at the sky. Asterisk, spoiled young lady. Can't even poison properly. Probably her first time. She should have located my disc jaw and forced the pills down with water, not just stuff them in. Asterisk. Don't you hate her for this? A tall youth in a red robe approached, bangs framing his forehead. Zhang Qian, stopping half a zong away as if asking a trivial questions. Lu Jinyea said flatly, she didn't kill me for disobeying. Know what that means? Zhang Qian pondered, but couldn't. T-guess. Asterisk, Kia Wanyan tortures him. But when I angered her, she just slaps me. She's soft on. Asterisk, what does it mean? Lu Jinyea fell silent. Fine, keep your secret, Zhang Qian huffed. Yan Yao released the flower lanterns and turned to see Kia Wanyan. Sister Yan Yan, look. Releasing lanterns is so fun. So many on the river. He Beos who held a lantern smiling. Wanyan, where were you? I waited ages. Yan Yao said you'd come, but I didn't see you. He Beos who was thrilled. She'd only seen this in TV. Drama, the sight of sky and river lanterns made her wants to snap photos for social media. But she had no phone. Met an acquaintance and chatted. Yan Yao handed her a lantern. Here, sister. There are plenty of flower lanterns, but only 5 sky lanterns. I wanted 2, waiting for you to release them together. Kiao Wanyan took it, watching the river like a black silk ribbons dotted with glowing pearls, more dazzling than stars. She knelt to set the lantern adrift, silently wishing. Asterisk go be the farthest, floating lantern, asterisk. Yan Yao asked, what did you wish for, sister? She smiled that everyone around me is happy, especially the princess and you. He Beozu and Yan Yao looked at her movedly. Asterisk so kind, so gentle, asterisk. Ziyuan thought she guessed wrong. Her mistress had such a kin to hearts. Asterisk I'm ashamed, asterisk. Elsewhere he Ziyu and Kiao Yihuan released to sky lanterns. Yihuan, it's the flower festival, and you came with your sister. Should end. Do you spend the night with her? Family time is special. Kiao Yihuan paused, then smiled. I was just about to say that. Your Highness. Heziyu sent Jing Yuan to find Kiao Wanyan and learned she'd been for Chi Blai taken by He Yanli. His face darkened. Your Highness. Prince Jing's hatred for Wanyan is known. What if she's in danger? This was the karma of her past. He Yanli had bided his time, and now in the crowded night, he wouldn't let her betrayal go. Don't worry, Yihuan. I'll find your sister. He left with Jing Yuan. Kiao Yihuan reached out to stop him, then drew back. Shall we follow, miss? Zhao Ying asked. She shook her head. Idly hinder. Let's find Princess Shizi. She has more attendants and can help search. The night was long, and a noble lady abducted. How troubling. Kiao Yihuan headed for the East River, bustling with people releasing lanterns. She spotted Kiao Wanyan and froze. Asterisk, wasn't she taken by Prince Jing? Why is she here? Asterisk, shut up. A vicious voice sounded. She saw Li Zucheng, the Tangzhou prefect's son, disheveled and furious. Asterisk did in the leaves before dark. Asterisk. She pulled Zhao Ying behind a tree. Do as I say. That bitch embarrassed me. She has no guards now. I must make her pay before returning to Tangzhou. Li Zucheng growled. He couldn't touch the young Marquis of Jing'an Manor, whose men had beaten his guards. But Kiao Wanyan was unprotected. She won't recognize you. Spill this oil on her skirt. No one will notice in the crowd, and she won't feel it. Refuse, and I'll kill you today. The guard gritted his teeth. Yes, young master, I'll go. Kiao Yihuan quietly led Zhao Ying away. I feel unwell. Let's rest in that pavilion, she said. Yes, miss. Kiao Wanyan held the sky lanterns as Ziyuan lit the candle, just as she closed her eyes to wish. Chaos erupted nearby. Run, everyone run. He Beozu shouted. Sky lanterns are clumping and burning. Sparks rained down like a fiery meteor showers, sending the crowd into a panic. Ziyuan cried misrun. Kiao Wanyan pulled her wrist towards the west, now seeing Heziyu dashing towards her. She let go. Burning rice paper landed on her skirt, igniting flames. Wanyan, Heziyu yelled, ignoring him. She flung herself into a cold embrace. Yanli, save me. A faint, delicate fragrance surged forward, as warm and tender as jade in his embrace. A gauzy silk brushed past his hand, like fingertips gliding over Alire, the lyres. Melody struck accord in He Yanli shirt. When He Shiyu called Kiao Wanyan's name, He Yanli sensed him dashing towards her. He was certain she would miss such a chance and would instinctively rush towards Heziyu. Yet in the bustling crowd, she'd seen him first. The person her subconscious thought in danger was him. The moment Kiao Wanyan embraced him, he Yanli steadied her with open arms, holding her tightly, seeing flames on her skirt. He drew Ogward's sword and slashed the burning fabric, then removed his cloak to wrap her snugly, leaving only her head exposed. Your Highness, it's unsafe here. The flowers. Temple is still a distance, and the wind isn't blowing that way. Let's return there first, a guard urged. He Yanli met her panicked gaze, but looked away immediately, lifting her in his arms and striding towards the temple. Kiao Wanyan wrapped her arms around his neck, facing the chaotic river. Moments ago, people had reveled in the festive mood. Now they fled frantically, shoving others to safety, knocking over crying children, and leaving those too weak to run crawling on the grounded in terror. Wails pierced the sky like arrows, overwhelming the scene. Kiao Wanyan's light brown pupils, Seameds filled with boundless panic, finally locking onto Heezy. Their eyes met, her lips parting in apparent surprise. But she turned away, burying her face in He Yanli's neck, unwilling to look at anyone. In the thick night, no one saw He Yanli's ears reddened like blooming roses. His blood almost boiled as it surged through his body, eliciting shivers. He Shiyu clenched his fists, nails digging into his flesh without relenting. Burning rice paper fluttered down, landing on dry spring trees, entangling with prayer ribbons and lanterns. Dyeing the sky scarlet, he stood rooted, a murderous shadow crossing his noble face. Behind him, a fierce fire rage. Before him, a scene he longed to erase without thought. Your Highness, the fire is too strong. Let's go. Jing Yuan urged, seeing the Jing'an Manor Fire Brigade approaching, with Zhang Qiyun helping to extinguish the flames. He Beozu, a modern woman who'd survived a Rastarn fire, reacted calmly, pulling Wei Mo and Yun Yao towards the temple. Yun Yao yelped, but He Beozu snapped, "Don't be afraid. I'll get you to Sister Yanyan safely. Be quiet. Panicking helps nothing." Yun Yao pouted, but obeyed, staggering along as He Beozu in her haste grabbed her hair buns instead of her hands, which Wei Mo noticed but didn't mention. At the pavilion, Kiao Yihuan, who'd been watching Kiao Wanyan, saw the chaos and stood anxiously, watching the crown prince headed towards the temple as if forgetting her. Her heart ached with bitterness. Miss We Ray safe here, Zhao Ying comforted. Grateful they dressed it in the pavilion, Kiao Yihuan asked, "Do you think I'm inferior to Kiao Wanyan in everything? Never miss. You're the kindest person I know, compassionate, even to ants. How can you compare to second miss? She's just a beautiful vase with a vicious, scheming heart. Her comeuppance will come." Kiao Yihuan recalled Kiao Wanyan's words. Asterisk karma is just consolation for the weak. Asterisk, but she refused to believe it. Asterisk, if I stay true to myself, I'll regain what's mine. Asterisk. He Yanli entered the meditation chamber, guards standing outside with their backs turned, placing Kiao Wanyan on an octagonal table. He heard her soft voice. "Thank you, Your Highness, for saving me." He Yanli sneered. "Letting you be saved is a favor to you." She blinked confused. "Are you possessed by my worm-intestinal? How do you know exactly what I was thinking? Your sixth word thank you. They repaying your life debt to cheap lie," he said. She counted on her fingers. "That's 6 words, not 8. Has Your Highness forgotten how to count?" His face darkened. "Why weren't you burned to death by the river?" Asterisk, petty fool, getting angry over a word. Asterisk, she withdrew her hand from the cloak. Revealed burned. His face changed. "When did this happen?" She pouted. "On the way here. I didn't want to disturb you." "What's your mouth for? Since when have you been afraid of anything?" She lowered her head, murmuring, "You're too harsh on me. I'm scared." The guards outside, though not looking in, exchanged glances. Asterisk poor Miss Joe. Mean prince. How could he be so harsh on such a delicate girl? Does she look like someone who has betrayed him? He must have misunderstood her. She's too scared to even mention her injury. Asterisk. He Yanli laughed bitterly. Me harsh? When have you ever been afraid of me? Stop playing the victim. She held out her hand. It hurts. Blow on it. Fetch burning ointment. Hiziyu rushed to the chamber. The flower temple, once quiet, had flourished under Jing'an Manor's management. Meditation after the emperor's visit. Chambers varied in size and layout. Those of high status stayed in the east courtyard, divided into male and female sections. Finding the female section dark, he turned to He Yanli's chamber and saw Qiao Wanyan. He Yanli sitting on the table as applied ointment to her hand. He Ji Yu thought. Asterisk He Yanli doesn't truly hate her. If she asked, he'd marry her tomorrow. Asterisk the thoughts unsettled him. Greetings, Crown Prince. Qiao Wanyan tried to pull back her hand, but He Yanli held it firm. Did I say you could move? She fell silent, and Hiziyu felt relieved. Perhaps she, Di, only ran to He Yanli out of chance. Not trusted, her attempt to withdraw her hand showed she cared about his feelings. If she'd seen him first, she wouldn't have run to He Yanli. Lowering her head, she hid her expression, withdrawing her hand as lightly would make Hiziyu think. Shifi read misunderstanding. Running to He Yanli, but giving him hope kept him torn. He blame He Yanli rather than admit his insignificance. As candlelight fell on her, a shadow covered her. She looked up at Hiziyu, frail, harmless, and beautiful, every expression tugging at his heart. Having practiced in the mirror 800 times daily, she knew the perfect angle. Letting men look down on her aroused their innate superiority. Her hands as white as mutton fat jade bored a glaring red burn. Jing Yuan, bring burnt ointment. He presented it, and Hiviyu said disdainfully, her delicate skin can choose ordinary ointment. It will scar. Mine contains Wan Yan, jade paste, and won't leave a mark. Qiao Wanyan stayed still, letting the two princes quarrel. He Yanli said, brother has so much experience. From caring for many women, your being loved must be well looked after. He Shiyu glanced at him, but He Yanli continued, I'm less experienced and uninterested in common women. I'll have to learn from you. Asterisk such biting sarcasm. I love it when it's not aimed at me. Asterisk Qiao Wanyan thought. Hiziyu said sadly, those who care need no teaching. As crown prince, I can teach spare time, but Wanyan deserves the best in everything. She looked up, feigning delight, and his gaze softened at asterisk fool. One sweet word and you're lost. Asterisk she sneered inwardly. He Yanli asked, you know her so well. Do you like her? He Shiyu replied without hesitation. Wanyan is worthy of love. Of course I like her. Outside, Qiao Yihuan stopped, legs numbing. He added, but there are many kinds of love. Mine is admiration. Don't misinterpret and tarnish her reputation. Greetings, Crown Prince Jing. Qiao Yihuan said, breaking the tension. He Ziyu turned. Yihuan, where were you? I sent men to find you by the river. Lies Qiao Yihuan thought. I rested in a pavilion. Feeling unwell, he hadn't sent anyone. The escort had followed him here. He'd forgotten her. Glad you raised safe. Qiao Yihuan approached. Wan Yan Shendong is hurt. The burn must ache. I wish I could take it for you. He Yanli snapped, if you're so sympathetic. Got burned too. Empty words mean nothing. Qiao Yihuan turned deathly pale at a loss. Zhao Ying behind her dared not speak. She truly fee. Red Prince Jing, once a well person. She lost an arm because of him. Are coming disabled. If she displeased him now, even the crown prince might not save her life. He you said Yi Huan. Prince Jing speaks without filter. Don't take it too hard. Did you come for something? This was the men's meditation courtyard. Yi Huan wouldn't enter casually. Kiao Yi Huan paused, then whispered, actually, I heard something and wanted to tell your highness. Don't be afraid. Speak slowly. Uninterested in Kiao Yi Huan's words, Kiao Wanyan took the burning ointment He Ziyu had, left on the table and handed it to He Yanli, wanting him to use the Wanyan jade paste on her. Wounded, asterisk no need to waste good things, asterisk. He Yanli glanced at the ointment, then tossed it into the chamber pot. Kiao Wanyan glared, withdrawing of her hand to vent her anger. He Yanli frowned. She rolled her eyes and ignored him, playing petty. Just as Kiao Yihuan opened her mouth, Kiao Wanyan interjected, your highness. The prince threw your burning ointment into the chamber pot and won't let me use it. He Yanli? Who spoiled her to tattle so much? Tattling over everything. He you frowned, glaring at He Yanli. If your dissot is fide, take it out on me. Why bully her? He ordered Jing Yuan to fetch another box, wiped Kiao Wanyan's hands clean, and applied the new ointment. Natural movements. She accepted without a second thoughts. Kiao Yihuan felt like an outsider, unable to join them. Kiao Wanyan said, sister, go ahead. You don't mind me interrupting, do you? Kiao Yihuan replied, of course not. I heard the Tangzhou prefectson plotted to pour wax oil on your skirt. If not, the sky lantern paper would end. Tea had caught fire so quickly. Both men's faces changed. That night, He Shiyu sent men to arrest Li Shucheng, found 5 Li from the temple. Jing'an Manor blamed Li, claiming he'd powered Edwax on trees to retaliate, nearly causing a disaster. And they returned to the capital with the princes. By the time they arrived, it was early morning. The crown prince imprisoned Li in the Eastern Palace, and everyone dispersed. The next day, after morning court, Li Shucheng was beheaded, and the Tangzhou prefect dismissed. The emperor cared little for trivialities and let Jing'an Manor scapegoat lead. No one died at the temple, so he turned a blind eye. Stay crowned Prince Jing, and that young rake, the emperor said as ministers withdrew. In the quiet hall, Zhang Qian complained, Your Majesty, I have a name. Why call me a rake in front of everyone? The emperor laughed. I've called you that since childhood. Now you're ashamed? Come, the 3 of you will dine with me. It's been ages. In the Zhongbao Hall, the emperor in a bright yellow dragon robe sat at the head. His eyes, like a deep still pool, inspired awe despite their kindness. Prince Jing, after years imbibing, you've changed your taste. You remember you loved osmanthus cakes, always ate them before other dishes. He Yanli showed no expression. Not flattering. Osmanthus cakes are too sweet. I dislikes them. The emperor laughed mockingly. Asterisk dislike them? He Ziyu stayed silent. He'd never dare diss. Respect the emperor like He Yanli. Their rapport resembled an ordinary father and favored son. A dynamic heathens envy Ed, but no longer cared. About asterisk one must accept what they dislike, asterisk. The emperor added, the crown prince is old enough for a consort. Do you have someone in mind? Startled by the sudden topic, He Ziyu would have once pleaded for Yi Huan, oh gentle, learned a worthy consort despite being a concubine's daughter. But now, he hesitated. The emperor had can Yi Huan public lie. The city knew. Watching He Shiyu's subtle reactions, the emperor thought, Asterisk, he's learned to hold his tongue, not lose his head over a woman. Asterisk, your marriage is vital for family. And countryer, choose a virtuous, honorable woman, the Empress and the Airy. Considering candidates, if you have someone, I'll prioritize her. He you stood. Thank you, father. Sit. No need for formalities here. Seeing he Yanli ignoring him, the emperor turned to Zhang Qian. Young rake, most your age are married. Do you like anyone? Zhang Qian was taken aback. From crown princess to me in a blink? Asterisk, he'd once wanted to marry someone, but she loved the crown prince, and he'd bless their happiness. Asterisk, her happiness matters more than mine. Asterisk, no, and I don't want to marry. You're the Jing'an manor. Heir, even if your father agrees, I won't. The emperor glanced at He Yanli. I have perfect candidates. Beautiful. Noble, talented. She'd outmatch you in fact. Zhang Qian guessed who. Before he could refuse, the emperor said, I'll have the Hanlin Academy draft a marriage. Edict, the Kia familial death's daughter, and Jing'an Manorshire. What a happy event. Father, I refuse. Huh? Three voices rang out simultaneous lie. The emperors scanned their faces, eyes glinting. What? Don't you like the Kiao heir? If Minister Kiao knew you refused his daughter, he'd beat you at your door, Minister. Kiao doted on his wife and daughters. Zhang Qian panicked. Well, your majesty, the crown prince and Prince Jing aren't married yet. Why are stowed marriages on me? They were older than him. Su Shao chided young Marquis. How dare you speak to the emperor like that? A royal marriage is a great honor. He Ji knelt respectfully. Father, I humbly advise. The young Marquis is underage, willful, and unready to care for a wife. The Kiao heir, pampered since birth, is spoiled. Their marriage might be a mistake. Please reconsider. Silence fell. The air freezing. He knelt. And Su Shao added, Your Majesty, the crown prince is right. They tearing down Jing'an Manor. The emperor hadn't truly intended the marriage. Su Shao's swords softened at his expression. What does Prince Jing think? He Yanli calmly ate a crab meatball. I object. The emperor laughed, not angered by his disrespect. Brute. Why object? What right do you have to oppose? A Kiao Jing in marriage? She's unworthy. He didn't. Said if Kiao or Jing'an was unworthy. Zhang Qian blurted. Kiao is worthy of Jing'an. Don't flatter us. Prince. The emperor looked at him with disdain. Fine. Standing crown prince. I'm not a stubborn old man. The marriage depends on you. He added, Do you like the Kiao heir? If so, I'll sound out Minister Kiao. Ignoring the icy glare beside him, Zhang Qian stammered. Kiao Wanyan is proud and willingful. She'd bullied me to death. A wife should be virtuous, but she's far from it. Asterisk with so many flaws. Why not refuse directly? Asterisk the emperor thought. Asterisk that Kiao. Girl is impressive. To meetings. And she stained this rake into fearing marriage. Asterisk. Zhang Qian lowered his head. If someone must marry the difficult Kiao Wanyan, I could reluctantly. Before he finished, He Yanli splashed clear wine at him. Oops. Slippery hands. He asked slowly. Accident. You don't mind, do you? Zhang Qian wiped his face. He Yanli. What's your problem? I'm so far away. Slippery hands? Do you think I'm stupid? Su Shao smiled, watching the emperor dine with interest. Asterisk how many years since such a scene? When the prince and young Marquis lived in the palace. They fought daily 9 times out of 10. The young Marquis lost. The emperor always watched like a loving father. Asterisk. Though amused, the emperor could still annihilate the family. Next second, the marriage topic dropped, and Zhang Qian didn't dare ask. afraid of seeing Ming eager. The Xiling envoy will arrive soon for the quadrants. Nile Spring Hunt. Iridid held at Shanglin Hunting Ground. Crown Prince. You'll organize it. He Vu nodded. Yes, father. Zhang Qian asked your majesty, who can attend such a grand event? Host it at longevity festival scale. At the minister Qi Ao's mansion. Yongning Pavilion busted led with Princess Shizi. And the Qiao's second branch daughters. Qiao. Wanyan sipped tea. Heard your family is. Arranging a matches with General. Zhang Wusen. How's it going? Qiao Chuksu paused. Then forced ass meal. I didn't. No, parents decide marriage. I obey. Qiao Wanyan heard sadness. Asterisk dislike him? Asterisk General Zhang Wu's son is promising. Like his father in youth. A passable. Husband, suitable for Qiao Chuzu. Neither above nor below her station. Vaguely recalling the story mentioned Qiao Chu. Zhu died suddenly before her wedding. Buried hastily. Asterisk something. Major must have happened. Asterisk. Qiao Chu Zhu changed the topic. Have you heard of Yunji and Yancy soap? I bought two, fragrant and effective. Her sister Qiao Juxia said sister Wanyan. Shopkeeper Joe says Qiao Yi Huan sold him the recipe and gets monthly profits. A noble lady. Doing this, shameful for the Qiao family. Noise sounded outside. Sister Yanyan. 1. Yun Ya saw he bao too. Covered her hair buns and ran.